Hi, my name is Zachary Will. Hi, today I just wanted to talk real quickly about the side of videography that nobody really talks about, and that is the business side of videography. And specifically talking about either shooting for yourself, for like your own business, or shooting for other people's businesses and kind of just subcontracting for them, and kind of the pros and cons of each one. Typically when people want to become self-employed, they want to have all the freedom and be their own boss and work for themselves. And so working for other people's company is kind of not really what they wanted to start doing, but sometimes there's some big pros of doing that. One of the good benefits of working for somebody else's business rather than working for your own clients is that you don't have as much scope creep, which is just basically when the project expands to a size larger than you thought it was. You know, sometimes that can just be a client calling you or texting you or messaging you a whole bunch of different questions about the shoot leading up to the shoot, or asking for a whole bunch of revisions at the end. When you're just scheduled with a company, you can just show up that day. Sometimes people will want like a pre-shoot phone call or something like that, but it tends to work out where you have a more finite idea of how much time that project's going to take. Typically the type of people who contact me for that type of shoot are video marketing agencies. They might just be a production company who has a lot of shoots in the area, kind of regionally based. Sometimes it can even be, like a photographer who does a lot of corporate events, who needs a videographer for some of those events too, and kind of sells you as an add-on to their packages, something like that. Another good thing about these types of companies is they tend to do a large volume of work. And so you can get a little bit more predictable income. You can kind of know that they're gonna contact you every once in a while, maybe even they have like regular shoots that are like once a year, or events and stuff like that. One of the negatives to working with these types of companies is that you know that they're taking a big cut of the money to be doing the editing, the client side, and the marketing and all of those types of things. And so you can start to build your own side of your business where you kind of market yourself to niches. So you can go directly to the customers, and there's a lot of pros to that, there's a lot of cons to that. One of the biggest cons is you got to start making kind of a niche for yourself, so that way you can market better to the specific people who are wanting video. There's a large amount of people who want video, and they don't really want a generalist. They want to know that you're an expert kind of in their field, and that you've worked on other videos in the same field. So that way you kind of understand how everything works in their field. One example for that is you don't want somebody who does industrial videos filming a wedding, because there won't be any, there's a lot of things that are different about filming in a factory versus filming on a wedding day. If you want to get into more of direct to client type of videography, the most important thing is to kind of create a company, create kind of like a funnel to pull them in to working with your company. And that first starts with some sort of marketing or word of mouth with other people. Sometimes even just having a website which has all the keywords can kind of put you a little bit higher up on your search engine optimization, which is really just means that your website has phrases that people are searching for. And with this, you kind of really want to make sure you're paying attention to, I was talking about that funnel, but what that really means is you're kind of guiding people along through the process, even if it's just a digital process of, they look through your website. It's an even we look at your front page, you look at some of your work, here are some of the pros of working with us. And then, here's maybe a contact page where you can, scroll from the top to the bottom to kind of see what it's like working with your company, and then pull them into, maybe a contact form or something like that. Or, you know, if you're just getting started, maybe just email us at this email. Here's our phone number. And then you might want to send over an introduction email with maybe like some pricing and that sort of stuff, or maybe a place where you can schedule a phone call with them so you can get a better idea of what they're wanting to. And so that's basically how you start working with your own clients. So I hope this information was helpful in just understanding the pros and the cons of working with your own clients versus working with other companies who have their own clients and you're kind of a subcontractor.